I think the issue is very simply this: as long as he can speak publicly and maintain the fiction that he has a government that works and armed forces that are responsible to him, this is going to continue. And I think the Russians have figured that out. And so I suspect that he should be very careful because I'm not sure he's going to last much longer because I think they see him as a permanent impediment. Now, what they don't want and haven't wanted in Western Ukraine, in other words, beyond the river, is chaos. They're not interested in controlling it. This is back, as I think you've heard from Jeffrey Sachs and John Mearsheimer and others. They have no interest in governing Western Ukraine. Now, they do have an interest in Odessa, and I still expect the Russians to seize it. They're already on the other side of the river in Kherson. They have a beachhead, and I'm sure they'll bring over more forces. I'd be very surprised if they didn't take Odessa. It's historically Russian, a Russian-speaking city. It was never part of Ukraine historically. But other than that, I don't think they really want to cross into Western Ukraine. So the question is, how much longer do they tolerate the existence of this man? Because they know where he is. Killing him is not that big a deal from the standpoint of can we do it or not. But I'm afraid that as long as he's there, he will continue to say what his sponsors who put him there, who've paid for everything, have told him to say.
Does the Kremlin take seriously his threats on President Putin?
Oh, absolutely. They have a huge problem with Ukrainian infiltration into Russia. That's an enormous border, and all sorts of people can infiltrate. And you've got plenty of Ukrainians who can speak Russian as well as any Russian. And there's usually no real ethnic way to distinguish a Ukrainian from a Russian. In other words, they're very close to each other genetically. The ability to speak the language is there. So they've got lots of agents on the ground in Moscow, St. Petersburg, other major cities. And so, yes, they could very definitely make a good go at President Putin. And I'm sure the FSB knows that and is doing everything in their power to protect him.